Well, welcome back to our back garden in early March, and this is our yucca tree, really. Now it's become. It started off as a tiny little kind of sapling, smaller than this. It was probably only about so high. That's going back about 20 years, and it was in completely the wrong place when we moved into the house. It was growing around the side in horrible clay soil in the shade, and this is a plant that loves a well-drained soil in the full sun. So we dug him up, hardly any root left on him, and gave him 2 chances in our garden, and as you can see, he's thrived. He produces flowers. You can just see the dead flower spikes up there. He produces flowers in the autumn, and this kind of lovely kind of architectural foliage through the summer, but he's starting to overhang our boardwalk here. And if I just show you here, it's very flexible, and I'm concerned that this could snap if we get a fall of snow or something. So we are going to cut some of these branches right back down to here, and see if we can get some new shoots, a bit like these ones here that go straight up from the middle of the plant rather than spreading over to the side like these. So I'm going to start, because this is quite a heavy old branch here, I'm going to start by cutting off some of these tips here somewhat carefully, because the points of these leaves can be very sharp. Yeah, I'm going to get my trusty tool. Where is he? Oh, there we are. My kind of extendable saw there. I feel like the Grim Reaper when I got this in my hand. But I'm just going to kind of saw through here and see if we can't remove it section by section, so we're not cutting off a large piece at any one time. So just bear with me while I put the camera down and start sawing, and you can see how I get on. I'll give you an update in a couple of minutes. Well, there we are. You can see I've got one section off quite easily. It's like a giant pineapple falling off the plant there. So there you go. Quite easy, really. It's like a knife through butter. And then I think I'll do the same here. I'm just going to make a cut from underneath like that. The advantage of this long-handled saw is you get a bit more leverage. You can see it going already, by having a long handle, and you can also get away from any dust or sawdust that is going to fall. And you'll see now, look at that, it almost landed in the bag. That's not a bad cut, is it? I could almost do this professionally, couldn't I? So I'm going to cut this stump back now. I'm going to get in there and get a nice clean cut, and then we'll have a look at this one here as well. So we'll keep you posted. Don't go away. Yeah. So, in case you're wondering, with this kind of long-handled saw here, the head is removable, and you just kind of slide him down into that position there, and click that lock into place, and he's good to go. So let's have a look here. And I think I'm going to do the big one there. And when you give a tree like this a hefty old prune, what happens is that you'll get, I would expect to get a lot of new shoots from the center of the plant, because there'll be probably hundreds of dormant buds all around this stump. You can see where all those leaves over the years have snapped off, so you can see the potential for all those buds to shoot from there. So it'll be interesting to see how many new shoots we get this summer, and we'll kind of get it back to where we originally wanted, with this kind of plant kind of filling that space there, rather than growing into our rather lovely bottle brush, which you can just see there, which has lovely red flowers in the summer. We'll just gonna keep this guy back to his original kind of central core that we were originally hoping for. There we go. Right, last bit of pruning to do. There we go. Almost finished on that last stump there. So I've just realised by doing this, we've actually allowed a bit more sunlight to come through to our rose bush there. So we'll probably get a few more flowers on that rose bush, which is one of our star plants in the garden. If you look back further into our YouTube channel, a little bit of advertising here, you'll see how that rose gets pruned in the spring and then performs every year, despite being overshadowed by the bottle brush and the yucca and the palm tree. It's performed well for years and years, but I think a bit more light now and a bit more airflow around that will help that rose to perform even better. By the way, we're filming this in March, which is a great time to be pruning your bush roses, which I may well do next weekend. Hope this helps. We'd love to hear how you're getting on with your yuccas and cordlines and your gardens generally. One final tip, I've got various pairs of gloves, and because the points on these yuccas are very sharp, and because I'm using a sharp tool, I have found my kind of the most protective gloves that I've got, and I'm pleased to say that I've not sustained any injuries, which is more than we can say for the yucca, who's lost a limb or two, but I think he will perform wonderfully for us in the summer. We will of course keep you posted. Thank you very much. Bye for now.